Welcome to Kenji's kitchen. Today I am going to cook tonkatsu, which is a deep fried pork cutlet. And in my class, I ask my students what is their favorite Japanese food, and many of them says tonkatsu is their favorite. So tonkatsu we can eat as is, or we can use for the many other dishes such as katsu curry or katsu donburi or even katsu sandwich. So let's start making this wonderful pork cutlet tonkatsu with me. So this is a pork tenderloin. You can use many different parts of pork such as pork loin, but I like to use pork tenderloin because this is so soft texture. We can make like a really tasty one. And this is about 1.5 pound of pork tenderloin, and I am going to cut about 1-inch pieces. And the next step is pounding. Actually, pork tenderloin is already very soft. However, I like to pound and make the even thinner layer so that it's going to cook much better. And to pound, you can use many different ones, but I'm using the meat pounder. And I use the flat section. And this is a very good way to release your stress because this is like a quite fun to pound those meat. Let's do it. And this one became about a 1/4 inch thin. And let's do one more. Let's do it. And I like to use this plastic wrap because it's going to make even easier to do the even layer, and it's less messy too. So pork tenderloin has been pounded and it became about 1/4 inch of thin, and we are going to bread them. So first, this is 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Actually, I like to use the almond flour instead of regular all-purpose flour. However, this is the more usual way I'm making. So this is just 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And this is 3 eggs beaten. And this is 1.5 cup of panko flour. And we are going to add, this is 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. And I am going to add to my 5 tablespoons of flour. And this is also 2 teaspoons of grounded pepper. And just to mix them. Many people just salt and pepper on the meat, but I like to do this way because it's so much easier. And when you are going to do this, you want to use 2 hands. The reason is you will see. So first, you just make sure your meat is covered with flour. Then you are going to put it in the egg butter. Then you are going to add on the panko flours. And panko, you want to make sure your pork is covered, and make sure you kind of push so that it's going to hold your panko even while you are cooking. And after this, you want to use the other hand so that it's going to keep it clean. All right, so another one. So let's put this one to the flour. You don't need to excess flour, so just take it out, then put it in egg butter, beaten egg, Then add to panko. So I'm heating up the canola oil in the frying pan about a quarter inch of depth, and I prefer not to do deep frying. If you have deep fryer, that's good, but like I don't, and I prefer to do this pan frying, and you just want to check the temperature of the oil itself too, and I usually check like this. If I put my chopstick and it started showing the bubbles, that's right timing. Or you can do a little bit of this panko and put it in, and immediately it's showing the bubbles, it's time to fry. And I am going to do the first one. Okay, let's go. Just gently, just put it in. And it takes about 3 minutes per side, and you just want to make sure that the temperature is going to be right temperature so that it's not going to burn. But if it is going to be a little bit of lower side of temperature, you want to turn up the heat at the end so that it gets much crispier and lighter slice. So this is done, like I flipped already, and just you want to check the color of your tonkatsu. It gets a nice crispy color. I usually clean up a little bit of the this panko came off from the tonkatsu because it's tended to burn. So each time, if you have time, just to make sure it takes them out. So this is the end result. I usually Japanese put the shredded cabbage with it, and it has Japanese spicy mustard, wagarashi, and I put the tonkatsu sauce. This is the way usually Japanese people serve the tonkatsu. And you can actually have many different serving style too. For example, you can put it for katsu kare and katsu donburi. Like there are so many different things you can do, but it is really tasty. So let's try them. いただきます. I just put a little bit of karashi. It's really spicy. いただきます. Because it has been pounded, even already soft tenderloin is like really soft, and the panko is so crunchy, and it's really wonderful tonkatsu. So I hope you have a chance to make tonkatsu at your home, and hope you enjoy. Happy cooking!